Yeah, guys, there is a very large police presence here. We've got Austin Police as well as the Williamson County Sheriff's Office because, like you guys mentioned, this pursuit started in Williamson County around 1:40 this morning, and then about 2 hours later ended with a crash here off of St. John's Avenue. We believe that white 4Runner that you see crashed with a Williamson County Sheriff's Office unit. Behind it is the car involved. One person has been killed. APD and the Williamson County Sheriff's Office are investigating this crash, and we just got here about 15 minutes or so, so we're still waiting to hear from law enforcement to get the details and how this started or why this pursuit was even why this started to begin with. So hopefully we will have more information in the next half hour. Reporting live in North Austin, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, Fox 7 Austin News. Well, APD just tweeted out that they're about to start a press conference any minute now, but they've actually pushed us back farther from where we were 30 minutes ago. They have almost every intersection leading up to the scene of the crash blocked off. But Austin police say a chase that began in Williamson County ended in a deadly crash here in North Austin. They tweeted that out around 3:40 this morning. The crash happened at the corner of Bethune and St. John's Avenue. We know that this all started with a pursuit a couple hours before that, around 1:30 in the morning. APD told people that they were using one of their helicopters to assist Williamson County deputies with a vehicle pursuit. Well, we know that crash ended in a collision and the person was pronounced dead on scene. Still don't know why authorities were pursuing this vehicle, so hopefully we will get more information once that press conference starts. Reporting live in North Austin, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, Fox 7 Austin News. Hey, good morning, guys. Well, Williamson County Sheriff Robert Chody says that they are working together with the Austin Police Department in this investigation. It's still a very active investigation, so they cannot release a ton of information at this point. But this is what we know so far. We know that a pursuit started in Williamson County and ended in a deadly crash here in North Austin around 1:45 this morning. APD said one of their helicopters was helping Williamson County deputies with a vehicle pursuit in the area of 51st and Springdale. Then about 2 hours later, Austin police tweeted the chase was over after the car crashed at the corner of Bethune and St. John's Avenue. The driver was pronounced dead. Police don't believe anyone else was in the car. APD just spoke with the media, and we asked the officer how or why did this pursuit start, and he could not answer that question. So hopefully throughout the morning we will get more information on this. Reporting live in North Austin, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, Fox 7 Austin News. Hey, good morning, guys. Well, both the Williamson County Sheriff's Office and Austin Police are investigating this case. That's because this pursuit started in Williamson County, ended here in North Austin. Take a look at some of the video we shot earlier where we were much closer to the scene of the crash. We know the pursuit started in Williamson County, ended in a deadly crash in North Austin. It was around 1:45 this morning when APD said one of their helicopters was helping Williamson County deputies with a vehicle pursuit as this car was heading south on I-35. Then about 2 hours later, Austin police tweeted that the crash was over after the car crashed at the corner of Bethune and St. John's Avenue. The driver was pronounced dead, and police don't believe anyone else was in that car. But at this hour, we still don't know why this pursuit started. Back to you guys in the studio. Yeah, Dave, we moved to the other side of St. John's Avenue now. Still a good portion of this area is blocked off, but now we can get a better view of the car involved in the chase. You see there, it's a white Honda car. The back windshield is just completely shattered, but we know this started in Williamson County, then the chase ended up here in North Austin. APD said around 1:45 this morning they were using one of their helicopters to help Williamson County deputies with the vehicle pursuit in the area of 51st and Springdale. Then about 2 hours later, Austin police tweeted out the chase was over after the car crashed on the corner of Bethune and St. John's Avenue. The driver was pronounced dead. APD does not believe there was anyone else in that vehicle. Still waiting to hear exactly why this pursuit started, and police have not released any other information regarding that suspect or that person who was pronounced dead here on scene. Back to you. Well, that street is still blocked off. It's still an active scene, and we know that the Williamson County Sheriff's Office and Austin Police are both investigating this crash. But we want to show you that car involved in the crash, which all started as a pursuit around 1:30 this morning. APD said that they were using one of their helicopters to assist Williamson County deputies with this car chase. About 2 hours later, Austin Police tweeted out the chase was over after the car crashed on the corner of Bethune and St. John's Avenue. The driver was pronounced dead. We don't believe anyone else was in that car. We're still waiting to get the whole story and figure out why did this pursuit start to begin with, but we have not received that information just yet. And Austin Police say they're still in the early stages of this investigation, which is why they're not releasing a whole lot of information. And this area has been blocked off for several hours, and it's caused quite the traffic situation, an issue for a lot of people. We've had a lot of Capital Metro buses having to turn around, school buses, and drivers who live in this area. So just be advised, if you have to drive through this area, it's going to be blocked off for a couple more hours. Back to you. Yeah, Dave, it was nearly a 2-hour police chase. It's been roughly 4 hours since the crash happened. You can see there is still a lot of law enforcement behind me here on scene as they investigate. We know that the Williamson County Sheriff's Office is teaming up with Austin Police in this investigation. That's because the chase started around 1:30 in the morning in Williamson County. The Sheriff's Office and this vehicle pursuit. About 2 hours later, Austin Police notified us that chase was over after the car crashed here off of St. John's Avenue in North Austin. The driver was pronounced dead. Austin Police are classifying it as a in custody death. That means that person actually died while in custody, not in the car. Police don't believe anyone else was in the car at this time of the crash. We're still waiting to find out what led this pursuit, why it all started, and hopefully authorities will give us that information. Back to you. Well, we know that police chase started in Williamson County, then the sheriff's deputies called APD for backup, ended with a deadly crash here in North Austin. Austin Police were notifying us on Twitter this morning what was happening, because a lot of people in the area were wondering why there was a helicopter flying around in the area. But we know around 1:45 this morning, APD was using one of their helicopters assisting Williamson County Sheriff's deputies with this vehicle pursuit as the vehicle was making its way south on I-35. About 2 hours later, Austin Police notified us the chase was over when the car crashed off of St. John's Avenue here in North Austin. The driver was pronounced dead, and we don't believe anyone else was inside the car at the time. Austin Police are classifying it as an in custody death. That means the person actually died while in police custody. You can still see it's a very active scene here. Sheriff Robert Chody with the Williamson County Sheriff's Office says that they are joining with Austin Police in this investigation, and hopefully we'll be releasing more information throughout the day. Back to you. Yeah, the car involved in that chase is still here on scene, but we noticed a tow truck just got here, so probably going to be removing that car pretty shortly. We still don't know why this car was involved in the pursuit to begin with, but Williamson County Sheriff's Office as well as Austin Police are investigating this case. We know this pursuit started in Williamson County around 1:30 this morning, ended here in North Austin with this deadly crash. We're told that APD had to use one of their helicopters to help the Williamson County Sheriff's Office with this vehicle pursuit as it was making its way south on I-35. Around 3:30 this morning, that's when Austin Police said the chase was over after the car crashed on the corner here off of St. John's Avenue. The driver was pronounced dead, and Austin Police are classifying it as an in custody death. That means the person actually died while in custody, not in the car. Police do not believe anyone else was in that car during the chase. We still don't know, again, as I mentioned, and as they've been saying all throughout the morning, why this car was involved in that case, but we do know one person has died, and that's pretty much all the information we have right now. Back to you. Yeah, Lauren, well, the scene just cleared a few minutes ago, and St. John's Avenue is back open, so there are no more closures here. But we know this started in Williamson County. Williamson County officials notified Austin Police that they were pursuing a vehicle that was heading south on I-35. That was around 1:30 this morning. APD used one of their helicopters to assist. Around 3:30 this morning, Austin Police notified us the chase was over after the car crashed at the corner of Bethune and St. St. John's Avenue. The driver was pronounced dead, and police are classifying it as an in-custody death, meaning the person actually died while in police custody, not in the car. No other injuries have been reported. Once again, APD and the Williamson County Sheriff's Office are teaming up together in this investigation. Back to you. The crash ended here on the corner of Bethune and St. John's Avenue. That's after the car involved jumped the curb and came crashing into these trees. Their pursuit started in Williamson County and ended in this deadly crash in North Austin around 1:45 this morning. Austin police said one of their helicopters was helping Williamson County deputies with a vehicle pursuit in the area of 51st and Springdale. Then about 2 hours later, Austin police tweeted out the chase was over after the car crashed here in North Austin. The driver was pronounced dead. Austin police are classifying it as an in-custody death, meaning that person actually died while in custody, not in the car.
There's a lot more that's going to have to go into this investigation. So, then we'll be able to release all that information once it's all collected.
Austin police don't believe anyone else was in the car. Both the Williamson County Sheriff's Office and APD are investigating. Reporting in North Austin, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, Fox 7 Austin News.